Taking a field for the first time, it was a bunch of different emotions, I would say. I'd say that's the least worried I ever felt in my life.
Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, is getting ready for the biggest game of his life this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. It's been reported that Shedeur Sanders will be expected to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, per Brown insider Mary Kay. But I heard Kevin say he'll let officially know on Wednesday. But when you look at this game, Shedeur Sanders and the play caller, Tommy Reese, must put together a good game plan for Shedeur. Now, I don't want to see the type of plays that they ran for Shedeur this past Sunday when Shedeur came in at the third quarter because of Dylan Gabriel was injured. I want to see some plays where Shedeur can throw some short passes. I don't want to see him drop back no 10 yards every pass play. When you're looking at the defense and your offensive line already struggling, you're missing two of your starting Tigers, and the Ravens had 8 players across the line of scrimmage, and you dropping Shedeur back 10 to 12 yards for a pass. That's headed for a disaster, and Tommy Reese must know that. Hey, you got to reset with Shedeur. You got to get him a running game with Quinshon Junkin. Quinshon Junkin should run the ball at least 25 to 30 times because the Las Vegas Raiders, they tanking. They don't want to win the game, right? But they going to make a competitive game because the hype is there. Shedeur Sanders is coming to Las Vegas. You know Geno want to win. But when you look at the Las Vegas Raiders defense, they got 2 players, I'm telling you, that can wreck this game if the Cleveland Browns and Tommy Reese them ain't careful. They got 2 players on that defensive side. They got their linebacker that they got from Tampa Bay, and they got Max Crosby. Already got 6 sacks on the season. So he must be paid attention to. Yeah, they got to pay special detail to Max Crosby because he can wreck this game. He's capable of wrecking this game. And when you look at the offensive side of the ball, you got Geno Smith. You know, he's done throw over 2,000 yards right now. You got AJ Gentry, done ran for over 500 yards. And you got the wide receiver, Tucker. He done received over 500 yards also. So they have a decent offense, but it's really not that good. It's not the echelon of the NFL. But Cleveland still got to be careful because you don't know. I don't know. They could be still tanking, you know, because everybody trying to position themselves if they know they can't win their division for the next year's draft coming up. So it's important, it's crucial that Shedeur get a good week of work this week. Get familiar with his offensive line, get familiar with the wide receivers, and they must give Shedeur Sanders a good running game. Put Shedeur in a position where he can win, and most important, he can stay healthy. Yeah, they got to look out for his safety. Just don't let nobody just tee off on him. And you ain't running no screen, you ain't running no draw plays, you ain't running no running plays to keep it balanced. They need a balanced offense because this is Shedeur's first start of the year, of his NFL career. And there's a lot of people out there looking for him to fail. Now, there's a lot of people out there rooting for him too. And you know there is a lot of people out there want him to fail so they can come back and point that finger. I told you so. So this is this is the biggest game of Shedeur life. Can he keep Dylan Gabriel on the sideline? Can Shedeur keep Bailey Zappi on the sideline? Can Shedeur keep Deshaun Watson on the sideline? Can Shedeur Sanders keep the Cleveland Browns from drafting another quarterback in next year's draft? This is a big-time game for Shedeur Sanders. I'm telling you, this is a big-time game for Shedeur Sunday, the biggest game of his life, right here this Sunday in Vegas. I'm telling you, Tommy Rees and Shedeur must be on the same page. Tommy Rees is the play caller. Kevin, he's going to oversee it. But this is all about Shedeur Sanders and Tommy Rees. This day week. Ain't going to be no excuses. They're not playing no big-time football team. But this team is capable of beating them. And, hey, there's some good and some bad things that come out this game if they ain't prepared. Jerry Judy don't got to want to play. That running back got to want to play, Quinshawn Junkin. And Myles Garrett going to come to play. I'm telling you right now. Myles Garrett going to come here and try to wreck that game. He going to try to wreck that game for Shedeur. Now, he going to come and play. He going to come and play for Shedeur. Because he likes Shedeur. He wants Shedeur to succeed. And probably majority of the defense. They coming. The question is, do Tommy Rees want Shedeur to succeed? The question is, do those wide receivers want Shedeur to succeed? We're going to see this Sunday. I tell you what, Acho, the video.
Shedeur has never been under more pressure playing the game of football in his life than he will be under this weekend making his first start. I do not judge last week's performance. He had not gotten reps with the ones, and he came in the middle of the game versus a vaunted Baltimore Ravens defense the last 4 weeks. But this Sunday, Raiders suck. We just saw it. Dak Prescott 4 touchdowns, no picks. Raiders might be the worst team in football. So, Shedeur, you got a whole week of practice with the ones. You got a whole week getting repetitions. You're going up against an atrocious defense, and we know what a litmus test looks like because we saw what the Cowboys just did to the Raiders. Shedeur, there is no more pressure you will ever be under thus far in your career than this Sunday. Because a lot of the world is preying on Shedeur's downfall, waiting for Shedeur to fail. So they can say, I told you so. So they can say, put Dylan Gable back in there. But imagine a world where Shedeur has a Dak Prescott versus the Raiders type of performance. Now, Stefanski, I dare you to put Dylan Gable back in that game. I dare you to. Let Shedeur throw for 4 tugs, no picks, and the Browns win 31-3. I dare you to put Dylan Gable back in that game. So Shedeur has never seen more pressure, not at Colorado, not at Jackson State, not playing in the greater Dallas high school football area. He's never seen more pressure than he gonna see this Sunday.
That's Acho, the biggest game of Shedeur Sanders' life this Sunday against the Las Vegas Raiders. You heard it right here on Sports Talk. Will be Watts. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit my like button. Subscribe to my channel. And put a comment in the comment section. Are you excited? Are you fearful? Put it down in the comment section. Once again, thank you for watching another episode of Sports Talk. Will be Watts. I come to you by the digital airways of YouTube. Don't forget, I got a live show tonight. Come back at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm telling you, I got Uncle Steve and JR Boxer. 2 of the best. Right here on Sports Talk. We'll be watching. Until then, peace.
Wizard.